Hello, guys, and welcome back to the MCT Podcast. Now, as you can see, there is a member missing as my cat nearly knocks over my ring light. That was bad timing.
And it's not me this time.
It's not Tade missing this time. Tade is back from his one-game suspension. As you can see, since I'm sitting here, I didn't get suspended either. Chris, on the other hand...
Pitts was a bad pick.
Chris, on the other hand, because he was trying to force, a couple of suspensions, we went ahead and decided to suspend him for a week. He will be back hopefully next week, maybe. Who knows where he actually is right now.
He's a naughty. He got his second COVID shot.
He got that 5G upgrade.
Lucky. Oh, man. I wish I got my 5G upgrade. Get like the lens inside my eye. Oh, man.
It's a really wonderful thing. Just like the Microsoft Surface tablet. We're going to go.
It's a great product.
Bill Gates.
The Zune was amazing.
We're getting off topic already without Chris. This is crazy.
Microsoft tablets are the Surface tablets are the sponsored tablet of the NFL. So, I mean, are we though? It's sports related.
If they want to, come sponsor us as well. Hey, bust out the Brinks truck. We'll answer the door.
We'll even take a backpack at the stage. Mac.
And I'm recording this on an iPad.
Yeah. Whoops.
Anyway, getting back on track. Things don't change around here. The show must go on. So we went ahead and made some picks. I think Tade is just going to go ahead and veto Craig's picks, especially since it hasn't happened yet, and go ahead and move on from that. But
sponsored by Body Armor today, everybody. Obviously, I'm an elite athlete. Like,
I'm busy.
Andrew Luck.
Rude. Special guest appearance by my cat. We went ahead and made some picks last week. Updating our record. Tade, Craig's pick hasn't happened yet, so your record stays exactly the same at 5-6-1. Chris currently sits at 6-7. We'll talk about that in just one moment. And your boy over here is hot at 4-9 because if you guys remember, I had the potential rookie of the year going up the potential MVP in the Hornets and the Nuggets. And just like I said, I feel like the Nuggets were going to be too much to handle. Even though the game came out a lot closer than I thought. I originally had them winning 140-127. It was only 117-112. So it was a lot closer than I actually anticipated. But it was a really fun game to watch that I totally watched. Tade, I'll let you go ahead and talk about Chris's pick since he's not here. What did he have?
Chris was silly. He thought Frank Vogel was just going to sit there and play Andre Drummond in serious minutes for the Lakers against the Suns. Well, you know what? Everybody, Andre Drummond's not very much good at basketball when it comes down to it. He's great for stat stuffing. He's great when he needs to pick up girlfriends. He's not great when it comes to being a defensive-minded center or a center that knows offense. So thank God for Marc Gasol and Anthony Davis, who both played really well this game against the Suns. Suns are top seed in the West right now. Lakers are fighting for that 7th, 8th, 6th spot right now. So, they're not doing too hot, but they still beat the Suns, even without LeBron. So let's go. So Chris is now 6-8. That's very shameful.
I updated the records. I didn't realize that I updated the records.
Oh, did you?
Actually, I kind of forgot. Yeah, I updated the records already.
No, never mind.
So the records are as they currently stand.
Shameful on him.
Shame. Oh, that's Smack who was talking about me too. Shame. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off a little bit of some records that were broken, give some recognition, some shout out, a kudos, if you will, to two people who broke some long-standing records. And we're going to start off with Russell Westbrook breaking the Big O's triple-double record that has stood for 47 years. Tade, you're the big basketball guy around here. Break into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, is Russell Westbrook a stat stuffer? Because I remember everyone complaining when he was on OKC, oh, he grabs the lazy rebounds and they don't let Steven Adams get the rebounds. I'm sorry. What's that now? How many years has it been that he averages a triple-double This is like his third or fourth year that he actually averages a triple-double. He is good. He plays he's the best. He's the most well-rounded guard in the game. Like, he's in the all-time stats for all those things now. Points, rebounds, assists, because he does it so many times each game. You could literally bet on Russell Westbrook to make a triple-double, and they won't give you good odds. They'll give you like minus 305 because like, oh, he's going to make it. You have better odds if you try to bet against him. Who's the center of Washington? You know, Michael, at all?
No.
They got two bigs, Alex Bertrand and Alex Len. You know what Alex Len's good for?
Nothing.
Saying he was drafted in the same draft as Anthony Bennett. That draft was crap. He was a first rounder there. You know what? He sucks.
I completely forgot about that draft.
Yeah, that draft was garbage. Even though Victor Oladipo turned out to be garbage now. So
too soon.
He's not coming back anytime soon. So
too soon. We gave up on him, man.
We didn't give up on him. He gave up on us. Then he gave up on Houston when they didn't take the money there. And now he won't get the money at all. He IT'd himself. Except IT was good and he played for the team and they didn't give him the money. So it's kind of like the reverse IT.
Now what's coming into the question, just talking a little bit about Victor Oladipo, is how much does New Nate affect his decision to just say, screw Indiana, I'm gone now?
Oh, that's a good point because New Nate sucked apparently as a coach.
Yeah, and I just wonder if like the Pacers not really like if it was true that they weren't like buying into him, and then New Nate was just pushing all sorts of the wrong buttons.
I think it's also probably the fact that they didn't ask their star player, who do you want as coach? Well, that probably hurt him too.
It's one of those things we were talking about respect when it came to the Green Bay Packers last week.
Oh,
and at least even if you're not going to go with it, ask for the dude's input.
Yeah.
Hey, who would you like us to interview? No promises, no guarantees. Who do you want us to talk to?
This could have all been avoided if we had Becky Hammond as coach.
Just saying. We could have Victor Oladipo right now too.
I mean,
we probably could have found a way to get
we don't want him. He has no hamstring.
No. Oh yeah, he is torn up. Everything has gone downhill since he
I don't want
left
to give
Indiana.
Him a max. We would have given him a 4-year, $113 million deal. Good thing we didn't.
No hamstrings.
Exactly. I mean,
and we saved Karis LeVert's life. More importantly.
Exactly. You're welcome, LeVert.
We gotta talk again.
Russell Westbrook, he had those foot injuries like a couple years back too, getting back on track with him. But like Russell Westbrook has done everything. Bradley Beal is out right now, and he's still leading that team to victories. Like he'll pick up the shots. He doesn't shoot threes when Bradley Beal is on the court because he knows where his role is. Getting loose ball rebounds, getting offensive rebounds, assisting everybody because everyone's going to start guarding Russ because they know how good he is, and then driving the lane to shoot. It's like who Ricky Rubio wants to be if Ricky Rubio could shoot threes or play more defense. Ricky Rubio is 32 years old. I want to point this out.
It's insane to think about how long he's been in the league, too. I still remember when he was drafted and they were like trying to get his rights and trying to get him to come over from Europe, and it took forever. And his debut was so hyped up. But with this Rust record being broken by Russell Westbrook, is he now a surefire, no doubt Hall of Famer?
I'd say so. He's been in the finals once. He has an MVP, and he holds the record for the most triple doubles. He holds an average almost now of triple double for his stats. I don't see how it can't be. Both the Basketball Hall of Fame and the NBA Hall of Fame.
And I feel like it's something that he, just for breaking the record alone, that's something that is absolutely insane. Even though like character has always been the primary point of concern with Russell Westbrook, there's no argument to be made that he is probably one of, if not the greatest point guard to ever play in the game. Like, yeah. And there's an argument to be made for a lot of other people.
Besides Kevin Durant. Don't forget that. Just Kevin Durant don't like him. Can't win with those cats.
Yeah,
Can't win with the cats you have now in Brooklyn.
I mean, what are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Like, this cat is okay.
Cat's a big Kevin Durant fan.
Oh yeah, he's trying to climb up here, going like, "You talking smack? I'm gonna come after you."
Don't talk about
KD. Wait until I get up there. I've been alive for a matter of 3 weeks.
I've peed in KD's shoes before. I will defend that man. When I was a mall cop, I remember seeing a guy wear a Golden State Kevin Durant jersey like a week after he got signed by them. And I went up to the guy. He's like, thinking, why is this mall cop coming up to me? Am I in trouble? I'm like, what are you wearing that for? This is Indiana. What's wrong with you? He's like, man, KD's got a record over there with the Warriors. I'm like, get out of this mall. Go buy a different jersey. What's wrong with you?
Get out of here. Go home. We don't like your kind here. You Warriors fans.
Kind. We don't want snakes in the mall.
Snakes and cupcakes and up and around here.
But I think that's the best achievement. That's gonna be like best moment probably of this year is Russell Westbrook getting that, getting the record. And that's gonna be like in the NBA awards. Like, what's the best moment? That moment. He could be a MVP candidate because he's doing it better than what Curry's doing. Just saying.
I still think I've switched, and I do like Nikola Jokic for finally. MVP. I mean, I was blinded by the chef and his delicious foods, but I'm officially hopping on the Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, that man is like leading almost in he's in top 10 every stat category right now. He's Russell, but he's a center.
The big thing is too, don't the Wizards play one more game?
Yes, they play Charlotte.
So there's a chance he could still extend this run that he's on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If they play him.
I mean, he got it tonight on Friday. They faced the Cavs and he got triple-double again. So, and I bet $20 that he would make 2 threes because Beal's not on the court. So he shoots more threes usually. Shot 5. He missed all but 1. So thanks, Russ.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Westbrook. I'm so glad I didn't take that bet now.
Yeah,
I'm so happy.
I did the previous time when Beal wasn't playing. The previous 2 games Beal hasn't played. He's made more than 2 threes. So I was like, guaranteed he'll do it again. No Beal. He'll shoot more. He shot more. He missed more this time. So
you should probably put it on for a 10.
Bet. Make 2 threes, at least 2 threes. And he hit that in the first quarter. I'm like, oh man, I should have taken that bet.
But it happens. It's the gambling world we live in, Tade. The investing world that we live in.
Investing, yes.
Investing. Yes, my dear fiance, investing. That's exactly what it is. We're going to go ahead and we are going to transition here from one sport to another, one top tier record to another. And that is where Corbin Burns actually broke a record by starting the season with 52 strikeouts and no walks. That is something that is, it's insane to put in words for other sports because of the context of how many games, but it's like a point guard starting the season, averaging a double-double with no turnovers after about 2 months into the season. Does that help kind of put that into words today?
That does. I'm also trying to think of a basketball player that did that recently with no turnovers, 50 points. Someone did that. I forget who.
The big thing is it's the assists, because you got to think he's putting it out there every single time, and he's gotten close to walking a few batters, but Corbin Burns has been absolutely lights out, and I don't think enough people are talking about him just because it's Milwaukee, and it's not like the big name teams. It's not LA or Slam Diego where you have these top tier pitchers going after each other all the time. And it's not New York where you have Jacob deGrom, who is getting all the hype. And even though he fell short, nobody was talking about Corbin Burns until he broke the record. Not even I knew that he was this close to breaking this record. And I don't know when the next time we're going to see it, as pitchers have gotten better and better over the years. And we could see another guy chase this record and break it in the next 5 or 10 years. But it's something that stood for so long. I just feel like it warrants mentioning that no one started off the season this hot ever. It's just insane. Tade, I'm gonna let you pick. Do we want to talk a little bit about the play-in tournament starting on Tuesday, or do we want to jump straight into baseball?
Let's hop over to baseball because the play-in tournament is confusing. Chris isn't here. He'll probably have words. And they're going to lose anyway to the first round team anyway, the number 1 seeds anyway. So, like, does
Who
play-in tournament really
cares?
matter?
What's the point?
Exactly. Like, congrats. The Pacers are going to lose a lottery pick.
Yay. Thanks, new Nate. Way to take us over one more time. You beasted.
It's depressing.
So we're gonna talk a little bit of baseball here. Since Tade is un-American and hates baseball, I will go ahead and talk about it. So the Yankees actually have had MLB's first real COVID problem since the season started. When the season started, there was a couple of teams that had to delay for a few games because of a COVID outbreak that happened in a couple of clubhouses. After that, it's been pretty quiet. Nobody's really had any issues. It's been pretty good. The occasional player getting shifted into protocol here and there, but no real outbreak. The Yankees have 8 people in the organization that have tested positive, including 1 player, and that player is Gleyber Torres. And he was a key cog of that Yankees team. He isn't like your Steph Curry's or LeBron James. He's more like your role players that it's really hard to win without him in the game, even though it is the Yankees and they just seem to do everything very well. But the big thing is that this team was hot. They were rolling. They were getting going again. And to have one of their top players be put on COVID protocol, and now the MLB is just kind of watching and waiting and testing and seeing, is anyone else in this organization going to test positive? And that's one of those things I feel like is going to heavily derail that organization that is trying to come back from a really rough start. The Yankees are your perennial number 1 seed in the American League. So them starting off near the bottom of the division is worrying. Most Yankees fans don't care because it is one of those things where they are so consistently winning that, hi, what are you doing in here? Come here. You want to join? Come here.
We have a baseball expert here, everybody.
I have a baseball expert here. She loves baseball. Except right now, Wade Miley's losing right now, isn't he? So yeah. Be shy. Okay, don't worry, Dad. I'll keep talking. But I don't know, Todd. How do you think this? If this was any other league, I just kind of want your input on it just a little bit. A team that's rolling, only to lose a key role player. Do you think that if everything kind of stays the same and no one else tests positive, how much does this derail that kind of a hot start, you think?
Well, I'm going to trash on baseball now just because you just let me into it. Let's see how athletic the guys are in baseball. They're not. Baseball players aren't as athletic as other sports players. So, okay, COVID will affect them. It's not going to really damage his career if he only has to run, 20 yards in a straight line.
It's Kitty.
And then rest for 30 minutes before he has to run to the next base. It's fine. There's a reason baseball teams have large dugouts. Just bring the next guy up. And if you're the Dodgers, heck, bring out the ball boy. Because they did that last year for a couple games and it worked out for the preseason.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that was amazing. Good for the Dodgers. The Dodgers had a good year all around last year. They had a lot of good storylines.
Yeah, just World Series champions. Yeah. It's hard to have a better year than that.
Hey, they're better than the Rockies.
Harley. Okay, I didn't know you were there. I'm sorry.
Come on, did you tell Dad?
Harley just got upset when I talked about the Rockies and how trash they are. That's what happens when an organization thinks we're fine and dandy. Let's trade away all of our good players.
Sorry,
The Lead is a great podcast for anybody who wants to also listen to sports-related, in-depth articles and news from The Athletic. That's personally what I listen to. It's better than things like Zach Lowe or other ESPN podcasts. I think The Athletic's probably better. They do a wide range and wide coverage of different sports with The Lead. That's a plug for them. They're welcome. I thoroughly enjoy them. But no, yeah. Rockies, trash. White Sox had an article out today. Says, oh yeah, White Sox are the top team in baseball. Look what happened. They lost today on Friday. Well, the first game on Friday. I'm not sure about the second game because it's a doubleheader. 7 innings for doubleheaders also. That's kind of ridiculous. Ooh, let's have 3 quarters of a basketball game and then do another basketball game where it's only 3 quarters. Come on. Doubleheaders are dumb.
What did you just transition to while I was keeping kittens from escaping?
I'm just randomly talking about baseball things right now.
Okay.
I went from the
All right.
Rockies suck to talking about podcasts with the lead and then talking about the White Sox and that funny meme I sent you guys that I made.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started talking about how they had doubleheader today and they only played 7 innings for their first game, which I'm like, that's dumb. Why would you play 3 quarters of like a basketball game or a football game and then do another game immediately after?
So that was something I actually do like, is the 7-inning doubleheaders, because you got to think that is 18 innings of baseball you're asking guys to play. That is a solid 7 or 8 hours. It's not like an extra 15 minutes.
You're talking about adding. I said doubleheaders of 7 innings, and you made it to 18 innings. That would be
it's 2 doubleheaders, 7-7, right? If you were making both full games, it'd be 9-9.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
18
only 7-7.
innings of baseball versus 14 innings of baseball.
Which is dumb. Because it's only 7 innings.
I mean, but it makes those games.
It's only 7 innings. Hey, the Reds last night on the 8th inning almost came back, though.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch it because MLB blackout restrictions are the stupidest thing ever, because I live in Indiana, close enough to where I can't use my MLB at bat to watch it because I'm too close.
Yep.
But Bally Sports Indiana is playing a rerun of the Pacers game. Not live, a rerun. It is these blackout restrictions are the stupidest thing ever, because it was on ESPN Plus, but I couldn't watch it on ESPN Plus because I live too close.
That's why you should watch it illegally. I'm not advocating for anything illegal. That would be bad. We here
at the MCT Podcast do not condone the words of Mr. Todd A over here.
I said it's bad. Don't go to websites like on Reddit that give you links to these free games you can watch with minor ads that don't affect you if you have a Mac or an iPhone or anything Apple. Don't do that, people.
That is not true. They do affect you.
Watch it. Well, as long as you don't do the trick with calendars. Yeah. Don't say yes to those calendar scams on iPhones. That's how they get in. But no, yeah, don't go to Reddit and look up free links. That's bad, people, if you have blacked out areas. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Shameful.
Only do it when you don't have other options. Maybe. Not really. Don't do it. Don't do it. Why would you watch free baseball? It sucks anyway.
We're going to transition here. Today's spiraling out of control.
I am. It's because you guys made fun of my Kyle Pitts pick, and Chris made fun of it again when we were talking about this to do. That's why I was saying last week.
I mean, decisions were made. It is a freezing cold take. Like, that thing is still in the freezer, my guy. But
the Falcons won't do anything in the next couple of years. Why? Because they spent their 4th overall pick on a tight end.
It's better than Mac Jones. So, moving on to why I love sports part, who knows how many this right now. Drew Robinson. Tade, I don't know if you've heard about this or not. A minor league baseball prospect survived a failed suicide attempt. This year. Yeah. He recovered. He's healthy. He's mentally, he's doing better, which is great. Already leaving sports out of it, that is great. But he was able to return to the clubhouse with minor league baseball returning this year after having all of last year off due to COVID. And it was one of the things that alone's like, okay, great. He made the team. He's in AAA. That's awesome. And just the other day, he hit his first home run of the season. And just seeing the smile on that dude's face, just everything is kind of clicked that it always gets better. And seeing him be able to still go out and do what he loves and have a whole new appreciation for the game and for everything, like it's one of those awesome things. And it sucks how close it would have gotten, but we're not going to talk too much about that because that's depressing. This is happy time. But congratulations, Drew Robinson. We're so happy that
what minor league team did he play for?
Oh God, what is it? I feel bad now. He's still on it.
I want to say it's not the Tin Caps, so
it's not the Tin Caps.
Fort Wayne Tin Caps, one of the best minor league baseball stadiums out there, everybody.
Drew Robinson, he's a Giants prospect, so that makes him Redbirds. Yeah, Memphis Redbirds. But man, it's one of those things like words cannot be used to describe that kind of a moment. So again, congratulations, Drew Robinson. I hope to see you play in San Francisco here soon.
No, he's going to be stuck in Memphis.
Another big thing we're going to talk about here, the A's, the Oakland Athletics, are thinking about leaving town today.
Good. Free them.
Go to Vegas. Go to Vegas. Yeah, go with the Raiders. Yeah. They can play in the same stadium all over again. It'll be like a family reunion.
Yeah.
No, but the big thing that kind of this clicked with me with wasn't that there's a lot of talk about the A's coming to Indianapolis, which would be weird since we do have a minor league team in the area.
Throw them out.
Just throw out the Indians. We don't need you anymore.
Well, here's the thing. That ballpark is too small. If they want a major league ballpark, it's too small. So they have to build a new one. They'll probably build it on the land they want to do Indy 11 on. Because that might be
you got to bring that up.
Yeah, but then we can take the baseball stadium land that they have for the Indians and make that the soccer stadium area. And that's right by the Marriott, and that's a good location downtown.
It is, and I feel like Major League Baseball coming to Indianapolis would be huge, and it would be awesome. I would.
You're going to become an Indianapolis.
No, I would not be like a hardcore Indianapolis Athletics fan.
Exactly. Nobody's going to be a fan of the Indianapolis Athletics. Indiana Athletics. The Athletics?
Indy Athletics.
What Indy A's. Indy Athletics. Indy Athletics. No. That sounds like a cheap like workout facility. Indy Athletics. Come here to get
pretty sure there actually is a gym called Indy Athletic.
Well, see?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Can't have that trademark. You have to buy out the franchise.
I'm sure that's a strange name. I don't know.
It's between them and Vegas. Like, there's no other spot if they would go to. Vancouver? Have two teams?
Vancouver wouldn't be a bad idea. Montreal. They had the Expos.
True.
They've been looking at their team to get back.
They can play that one big stadium, their Olympic stadium that the Montreal FC plays at.
That wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I completely forgot about the Expos' entire existence because they're now the Washington Nationals.
Yeah.
No, they're now the Washington Nationals, and they've been that way for as long as I have been remembering watching
Vancouver.
Vancouver, I agree with. I also thought like Columbus. I know Ohio doesn't need a third baseball team, but the Blue Jackets are the only like major team in that area, in the central Ohio area.
They can move them to Sacramento.
California,
there are viable cities everywhere, but like
there's a lot of places you can put them in Oklahoma City. Why not? They got the Drillers out there, but you could put another team out there.
They want a big market to make money.
That's true. That's true.
So they're going to Vegas.
It wouldn't be a horrible idea for them to go to Vegas, especially with seeing how many Raiders fans went down to Vegas.
Yeah, just have a closed roof stadium. When I was passing through Vegas,
baseball, man.
Oh, their football stadium is nice. Their hockey arena, garbage. It looks so ugly. It's worse than I remember it.
Tell them how you really feel.
It's really ugly on the outside, but the Raiders stadium is so cool. When you come from LA to Vegas, it's just right there on the road. And it's just like, wow, that's big. Wow, it's shiny. I guess that's why they probably put it right there, because it's literally the road you have to go from LA to Vegas. It's literally on that road. So it's like,
it's in a perfect location. I need to go out there. I need to see that stadium. I heard it is absolutely beautiful. I just need to go to Vegas in general.
It's so. I mean, yeah, go for it. Cheaper hotel rooms right now. Cheap flights.
MCT road trip. Let's go. Me, you, Mr. Topher. Just all pile up in a car.
Hotel room. Because I went to one that said, "Oh, it's non-smoking." It was a smoking hotel room.
Disgusting.
You say that, and I went to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Another reason why I need to go to Vegas.
The burgers were too big. That's my only complaint. The fries weren't like fancy fries. They were just like regular fries, whatever. The burger was good, but it was too big. I couldn't like put it in my mouth all the way. Like burgers need to have a limit to the size. Like lower the price of the burger, lower the size of the burger so it can fit into my mouth. Because the bottom bun just gets too drippy. You don't go to Vegas to bet on sports, to see sports, and to gamble to have a burger bun crumble beneath the burger. I'm sorry. What do I look like? The Ravens O-line that eats squirrels?
Oh, Ben Cleveland.
Why would you have squirrels in your diet? You ask me that. What are you doing? Ravens, get rid of that guy. He's crazy.
You're saving yourself because I was just about to call you out and asking for burgers to be smaller, but no, Ben Cleveland, that dude is a old school roughneck out here in the woods eating the squirrels, not a care in the world. Like, what? We keep getting off track today. Do you remember a long time ago when it was announced that the Raiders were leaving Oakland and Marshawn Lynch went in and talked to like the whole city council and said that you need to keep the Athletics here because that's all we got now. And like made this big heartfelt speech. He had tears. It looked like he was starting to ball up in his eyes. Yeah. Like it seems like you're falling on deaf ears because once again, the A's are like, hey, so you remember that stadium you told the Raiders you wouldn't help build? So yeah. And they just nah, you're good.
They're not going to have any money for anything for the city. Like, where's all your tax revenue going to come from now besides businesses? It's going to be lower. So you're not going to do anything. They're probably just going to go to San Francisco. Play at the Bay. You're right.
Is Candlestick still up? Or does Candlestick get torn down?
Candlestick got torn down already. They already sold the seats and everything, yeah. Because they got the Chase Center now on the beach for the Warriors. Just to have another team in San Francisco. Call them the Oakland Athletics there. San Francisco 49ers don't even play in, San Francisco.
They play in Santa Clara.
40 miles outside the city limits. And
what is that?
What is it? Santa Clarita?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara. There we go. The people there don't even like the 49ers. They're like, get out of here. They're closer to San Jose. They're the San Jose 49ers. San Jose could get a baseball team.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, San Jose Athletics. Somewhere in California, you don't have to change all your tax codes and whatnot for your employees and everything.
That's fair.
Makes sense. There's a lot of options for them. I don't think Indy's a viable option because I don't think we have the fan base here. The population is, okay size. We're 20th big city in the U.S. or something. We're high up there.
It's a small market.
Yeah. Why would the Raiders go from a big market that's crappy to a small market that's crappy? I don't see that as a good reason.
You're not wrong. And I think that's why they're eventually not going to go here. I think it's just more or less like it's just leverage on the city of Oakland going like, hey, we're going to go.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. It wasn't like the Raiders that were like, yep, we're gone. Bye. Like, the Athletics are now threatening it. And they made it very public that they're threatening it.
Yeah.
That they're seeking relocation assistance. But I think that's just going to mean that Oakland's either going to put up or shut up. That's it. That's all you can really do. And so Oakland Athletics fans, I guess they're going to have to sit and wait because we're going to go ahead and shift gears here a little bit, Tade.
Oh, where are we going now?
We're going to go to the promised land, my good sir.
Where's the promised
land?
Is it in Jacksonville?
It is in Jacksonville, my friend.
What's in Jacksonville? You tell me.
The man himself, the man, the myth, the former baseball player, has signed with his hometown city of Jacksonville to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that man is none other than Blake Bortles. I'm sorry, I misread that. That man is Tim Tebow. Actually, Tim Tebow has come back to the city of Jacksonville, but not to play quarterback. Allegedly. Todd, what did he do?
He's not playing wide receiver. He's not playing offensive lineman. He's not playing center. He's not playing tight end. Oh, wait, he's playing tight end, the position he didn't want to play for 10 years.
Position that would have guaranteed a starting spot for him in New York.
Yeah.
He was like, nah,
I'll be a baseball player. I'll be a motivational speaker. I'll do all these things besides football. Oh, Urban Meyer, what up? You want me to play for you, bro? Can I be quarterback? You don't want that? Oh, tight end? Can we do trick plays where I throw? Okay, yeah, sure, buddy.
Philly special? I actually love the signing because it is for nothing else other than to sell jerseys and tickets.
I mean, I hate it because the Jaguars could have done this signing years ago when they were crap. Before they had Bortles. Who was it? They had Blaine Gabbert or somebody.
They had Blaine Gabbert, Blake Bortles. Who was in between?
Well,
didn't Denard Robinson play a little bit of quarterback for him as well?
I don't know, because they had Minshew also after Bortles.
I think Denard Robinson played in that weird in-between period between Bortles and Gabbert.
Whoever it was,
he only play running back.
Whoever it was when Tebow was free from the Jets and the Patriots, they should have signed the Jags. Should have signed him then. They would have at least made money. Have him for a year. Sign him on the team. There you go. Money maker for them. Now they do it when he's old and wrinkly.
Well, apparently, according to Urban Meyer, that he is the best shape that Tim Tebow is the best shape that he has been in.
Urban Meyer is also a liar. So, I mean, what does that tell you?
That tells me, give me an O.
Our favorite Gators fan, Jake, also hates Urban Meyer because he's a liar. So Urban Meyer's just talking out of his butt right now. That's for sure. That's what he's saying.
I just think
about Tebow.
It'll be funny if that, for some reason during preseason, they let Tebow play quarterback. And Tim Tebow goes out there and just goes lights out. Like he's actually a real quarterback now. And then it actually makes Urban Meyer make a decision. Oh, do we start Tebow and sit Lawrence? Or do you start your number one overall pick because he is the obvious future of your franchise?
I don't know why you would insinuate this. What do you think you are, Stephen A. Smith over here, or Skip the hot take?
I think that the Jaguars are going to start Tebow, and there's no reason for them not to.
Yeah, because why would the only reason Urban Meyer went to Jacksonville was to coach Trevor Lawrence. Because on those college football days when he was in the booth and he saw Trevor Lawrence, he was like, hello there, future QB of mine. That's the only reason he's Jacksonville. Why would you bench Trevor Lawrence for a year and be like, nah, we got Tim Tebow. We'll start him for a year, because he was lights out in the preseason. Why don't you get Chad Kelly out here? Remember him?
But you said it, though. Tickets, jerseys.
That was 10 years ago. When he was at quarterback.
Not been 10 years. It's not been 10 years.
Okay, it's been 7 years.
4. It's been 4.
7.
5.
I feel like 2014 is the last time he was there.
No, let me look. Tim Tebow football.
Yeah, I want to say 2014. So I want to say 7 years. But no, he's going to go lights off and they're what? Going to trade him? Oh, hey, Carolina, you want a QB? Hey, Washington, you want a QB? I'd rather have.
No, you're right. 2015.
Oh, I was close. So you're off.
6 years.
Yeah. But no, yeah.
And even then, he got cut during the preseason in 16 and 15.
You're off. My bad. But exactly. Yeah. Don't want why don't you get someone you don't know? Dwayne Haskins is back up for the Steelers. No one wants to use him either. I'd rather have Chad Kelly, Mr. Swagger, Mr. I'm going to go try to run away from the cops.
Mr. Swagger, but keeps publicly being exposed trying to slide into an ex-porn star's DMs. Shout out Mia Khalifa for those hilarious screenshots.
She is hilarious on TikTok. I'd like to point this out. She's really funny.
For my own safety, I would like to point out that is the only things that I know her from. Well,
wow, Michael, how do you know that name from the start? I know her from her podcast she did with Gilbert Arenas. There we go. That's his name. He was obviously the second fiddle on that podcast. They did like a Washington, D.C. podcast because she's a really big Capitals fan.
Super big Capitals fan. It's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it's weird. But no, yeah, they had a podcast together and then they got canceled because I don't know why she hates Gilbert Arenas because no one can stand him. But Nick Young's kids can't stand him. They just run away from him.
What, Swaggy P?
Yeah, Swaggy P and him are like best friends. He'll like break into Nick Young's house in like the middle of the night.
That sounds like spot on, surprisingly. Like that is hilariously spot on. Huh.
And he's like, he takes credit for his ring that he got with the Warriors. He's like, I'm the one that told you the Warriors. It was them or the Timberwolves. And you're like, I'm with the Timberwolves for money. And he's like, no, you idiot, get a ring.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
They're going to win.
Saved his
You
friends
can throw up your whole little thing as you miss, as you airball 3-pointers.
He was great with the Lakers. I loved
ring.
him with the Lakers. He took a hometown discount with us.
He was hilarious.
I loved him until like, he tried to throw D'Lo under the bus when he got hacked. Like, ooh, don't cheat on your girlfriend. Get over it, Swaggy P.
No, it would D'Lo. Don't
D'Lo, why'd you
fault.
snitch on me?
D'Lo, you. Sheesh.
Yeah. At least Iggy's like, thanks, D'Lo. So good for him. But no, yeah. So I mean, oh boy, Tim Tebow in Jacksonville, great pickup for a team that's not going anywhere. The Colts have to beat, at least once next season.
At least once.
We're not gonna beat them twice. We're gonna lose to them once.
That's fair. We always lose in Jacksonville.
We have such a tough schedule. The schedules were released, everybody, and they are.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to add that. Yeah, the Colts did not get a lot of love, especially since we're starting off the year. Seattle and the Rams. Ooh. It could have been a lot better for us, I feel like. But it's fine. Everything is fine.
Is it though?
No.
Is it?
I'm just you hear my cat over here just freaking out. Kitty. No, Kitty, this is my papa.
Ooh, I was gonna start betting on Toronto versus Dallas. Every other shot Toronto hits is a 3-pointer. They've made 16 2-pointers, and they've made 15 3-pointers. What? What?
The Colts, the preseason power rankings got released as well by the NFL Network. And they have the Colts ranked 13th after the Eric Fisher signing.
That's positive. I like that pickup that we did. It was a good pickup because we needed somebody to play left tackle.
And Eric Fisher, I feel like if he can get healthy and an offense that's going to have, the best left guard in football, period. It's going to take a lot of pressure off of him. And I think we're actually going to see the potential that Eric Fisher had when he was drafted, number 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was him, and then it was Luke Jokel too. He was a former number 1 overall pick. He was drafted there for a reason, and I think in Indianapolis he's really going to have time to shine.
Yeah.
He's not going to have an easy start if he does start the season healthy. It might be a little bit delayed because when you go up against Seattle, that is a tough defense you have to figure out. Then you have to go up against LA. And then we have the Titans. Last year. Like we have the Titans. Then we play in Miami. Then Baltimore. We got Houston. Then San Francisco. Like it's a tough first 8 games.
Oh boy, we get the Buccaneers too. Tom Brady versus the Indianapolis Colts. So
why is that not Sunday Night Football, man? Why is that not Sunday Night Football? Like that is a great game. That is a game I'm going to try to go to, but there's no way I'm going to because it's going to be stupid expensive.
It's going to be so expensive. And also, like, we have such a hard schedule, and I don't trust Carson Wentz to win us any of these games.
Future Hall of Famer and MVP Carson Wentz, could you please say his full title?
God, if that was possible, I would love to say that. But, like, it's not going to happen. He's not going to do any of these things.
You hate him so much.
He's going to break his leg. We should have just signed Marcus Mariota. We should have just put him in our offense. Yes.
Whoa, no.
Yay, Marcus. Come here, bud. We'll give you 3 years, $36 million. Does that sound good to you, bud? He'll be like, with this offensive line, heck yeah. And then you know what happens? We're about the same as last year with Philip Rivers. But we have money to spend on everybody else.
No. Philip Rivers, especially towards the later half of the year, once he actually kind of got everything clicking because that lack of an off season really kind of, I feel like, hurt Philip in a lot of ways. He shined, and he was a top tier quarterback for that last portion of the year, at least that season.
I'm also forgetting about Jonathan Taylor and how great he was at the end of the year also. So he'll be
Jonathan Taylor went off, and then we have Marlon Mack healthy again.
And Hines.
Nyheim Hines too.
He'll catch the ball, but he won't run it.
Like this team, you're still mad about that, huh?
Always be mad about it. You just have to get 75 rushing and catching yards, and you can't do it. What?
He had because Jonathan Taylor had 300 yards that game or something ridiculous
like
that. Yeah,
and he got more than half of those in 75 that he needed in the first half. So I'm just like, he only needs 15 more. This will be easy. They don't play him at all.
Yeah, he got 7 yards to finish out the game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I was freaking out though. I was hyped. I know you were mad the entire time. I was hyped. I was loving that game. It was a ton of fun.
Hines is a great player. They need to give him a better chance.
I think we're getting close to wrapping this up, aren't we?
We are. You want to? We have Chris's pick of the week also. Should we say that?
Yeah,
first?
Chris texting us his pick at the last second. Tade, why don't you go ahead and lead with that, buddy? Because we both just got to pull it up because I actually didn't see what it was.
Yeah, he messaged it and then saved it. I have to find it. I don't know which chat is. It's this chat. There it is. So, on Monday night, Chris says it's the Nationals and the Cubs playing. The Cubs are coming off a loss, I believe. They went 6 games winning, 3 games losing.
Yes,
It'll be John Lester's first game against his former team. Ooh. And he thinks the Nationals will win 6-4. Wow, a Cubs fan thinking the Cubs will lose. Say less to me right now.
What? Are you kidding me?
Good job, Chris. Wow.
I mean,
Nationals, just taking Cubs. Up. Nationals win 6-4. That is Chris's pick.
That's going to be a pretty good game, I feel like. That's going to be a ton of fun. And I'm trying to find... Was this just a random little 10-game series? Oh, okay.
What do you got for your pick?
Well, I'm trying to figure out when's the next game that Corbin Burns pitches, but I don't see it right away. No, there we go. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Wednesday, May 19th, Brewers in Kansas City. Corbin Burns looks to continue that. Oh, no, the streak's already over. Never mind. He has one walk.
Come on, Michael. You got to have this ahead of time.
I'm sorry.
I looked up mine at the beginning of the show.
I'm still taking that game because Corbin Burns is a lot of fun to watch. Everything he throws moves. So it's really hard to see somebody trying to line it up and square up a ball because everything is all over the place. So it's going to be something that I feel like is going to be a lot of fun. Both teams are trying to rebound. They've had some rough stretches. But ultimately, I think the Brewers are going to pull this out in a close game. I'm going 3-1.
Okay, that's pretty good. For my pick, I'm going to change it up a little bit. The WNBA started tonight on Friday, and so good for them for their season starting. For me, I'm going to go with tomorrow's game on ABC, the Chicago Sky versus DC's team, which I don't remember their name. The Nationals, Capitals, something.
I can't remember.
I don't know. They had Elena Deladon once on that team. She's not on it anymore, so they suck. Candace Parker, however, is still on the Chicago Sky. So let's go Sky. Please, you're a 25-year veteran. Win the game, Candace. Please. That's my pick for the week.
All right. That's a solid pick. I like that. I actually like that a lot. This cat will just not leave me alone.
That cat is a big Candace Parker fan, it seems. When I say her name,
it
comes over.
She immediately popped up to her and was like, ooh.
Candace Parker.
All right, Mama, get down. Go back to your babies. All right. So that is it. This has been a little bit more of a scuffed episode. We're going shorter this week without Chris here, who should hopefully return from his suspension next week, and hopefully we won't be suspended.
From my Kyle Pitts rant.
Look, Tade, you've been warned. We can't keep talking about this. He's going to suspend you again.
No, I don't care. It's a good take. It is a good take. That should not have been freezing cold,
bro. You are literally the only person that thinks this.
Atlanta agrees with me. All the people of Atlanta, rise up from your Waffle Houses.
Every single human being in Atlanta, including
Throw
Kyle
away
Pitts,
your Waffle House
agrees.
food. Get out there and protest that pick.
What are they going to do? What's going to change?
There's a Waffle House at least 3-minute walk from the Atlanta Hawks Stadium. Go to that Waffle House and burn it down.
Whoa!
Now, I've been to that Waffle House. It's actually
in game, nice in a video game, FBI in a video game. Tade does not condone violence. We here at the MCT
Accept
Podcast
my job application already.
Yes, accept it, FBI.
Please.
I know you're watching this, agent.
Please. You don't have to listen to me talk in this podcast anymore if you do it.
Well, no, you still be here. They're going to be here every single Saturday.
It's an 80-hour job. I'm not doing both.
It's just an hour out of your day, Tade.
It's an 80-hour job
anyway,
a week. That's horrible. Why would someone do that?
What is this episode? This is crazy.
This is more of a free-flowing episode for all of you who just want our commentary. If you're listening to something, playing games, you can just hear us rabble and talk. We're part of your household. We're part of your family. We hope you've enjoyed today so much.
Yeah, and this just goes to show why we sometimes need Chris here for structure.
Exactly.
But we do appreciate you guys coming along on this kind of a bit of a scuffed ride this week. But like I said, we're going to keep it short this week, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next Saturday. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch at DriveTrue, and Tade over here on any betting application nowadays, it seems like, at Toddle5.
Bye, everybody.
FanDuel. Oh, cat.